Hello, welcome to today's lesson on races of the world and major languages in the world. Now, races of the world, we're going to see the meaning of a race, what a race refer to. In other words, we're trying to talk about ethnicity, culture, people, human being, not that of running, okay? Now, in the course of today's lesson, we are going to distinguish sets of humans based on shared physical features, hereditary, ancestry, color. Okay. First of all, let's look at the meaning of a race. Now, meaning of race. Race refers to a group of people that can be distinguished from others based on shared physical features that are hereditary. Some too could be ancestry, okay? Note that skin color is a major distinguishing feature of a race. Now, a popular categorization of races recognizes four major races of the world, and let's look at them. So the four major races of the world are the Caucasoid, the Negroid, the Mongoloid, and the Australoid, okay? Now, we're going to look at these races one by one, their features, their color, their hair type, okay, their facial look, and their eyes. Oftentimes, you identify various people of these races based on their skin color, hair, face, and eyes. So we'll look at the Caucasoid, the Mongoloid, Negroid, and Australoid. Now, let's look at the various classification of human race. The Caucasoid race, or you call them the white race, okay? Then you have the Negroid race, or they are known as the black race. Then Capoid race, or Bushmen, or Hottentot race. Then you have Mongoloid race, or Oriental American race. They have Australoid race. Now, for the Caucasoid race or the white race, if you look at this image, you see that they are pale reddish white. Okay. Now, medium to tall stature, that's their height now. Head form is long to broad, narrow to medium broad face. As you can see from this image, hair is brown in color and straight to wavy in texture. You can see it from the image. The eye is light blue to dark brown. Nose is usually high. For the Caucasoid, okay? For the Caucasoid race, that's the white race, what we know as the white race. You can see them in Europe, northern part of Africa, in Asia. Now, the Negroid race, or you call them the black race, Africa is part of it. Brown to brown, black color, or yellow brown. Tall, very short stature. Head form is low to medium high, medium broad to narrow nose, as you can see from this image. Hair is brown to black and light curl to woolly or frizzy in texture. Eye color is brown to black, nose usually low and medium broad. You can see that is the Negroid. Majorly in Africa, Asia, and the Pacific Island. This is where you see the Negro. Now, the Capoid race or the Bushman race, okay? Now, for these sets, you have golden brown skin color. You can see this image. Skin folds covering the corners of the eye. You can see it, okay? The eye region is more as if it's covered. Now, you have prominent cheekbones. The cheekbones are high. Okay, you can see this group in Southern Africa, Eastern Africa. This is the area where you can see them. Now, the Mongoloid race or the Oriental American race. Now, this race have what we call saffron to yellow brown or some reddish brown skin color, like a reddish. They are medium tall to medium short stature. Head form is broad with medium height, medium broad to very broad face. The face is broad. Their hair is brown to dark brown in color with straight texture. Okay. Eye color is brown to dark brown. Nose is medium broad, okay, in their form. So that's the Mongoloid. You can find them in Asia continent, North America, South America, and the Pacific island, okay? Even in Eskimos, Hungary. Now you have the Australoid race, okay? Now they are referred to as the Aboriginal, the Australians. Head form is broad to medium to white face, okay? Hair is wavy to coily in the form with brown to dark brown in color. You can see this image. So eye color is brown to blackish. Nose is medium broad in form. So this is the Australoid race, okay? So their skin is usually deep brown, okay? Marginal areas of peninsular India. Now, we want to look at world languages, the major languages in the world. Now, we know that language is a means by which people communicate verbally. It's a tool through which we learn and communicate using a complicated system of words and expression. Oftentimes, people say their languages and we may not comprehend it if we are not native speakers. Now, what's the meaning of a language? Language is the means by which people communicate verbally, okay? So when people communicate with you and you're able to comprehend it, we say that that is a language. So the means by which people can talk and understand each other and go around their things and activities and comprehend properly is known as language. Now, major languages of the world, we have the Mandarin. You can see them in the People's Republic of China and Singapore. English, it's been United Kingdom, Nigeria. We have the Hindi language, Spanish, Arabic language. Then we have Bengali, Russian, Portuguese, German, and Japanese. Now let's look at the Bengali language. Now the Bengali script is used to write various languages in eastern India, such as the Bengali, Assamese, and the Manipuri, but we are more on the Bengali. Now the next is the Portuguese language, okay? Now we remember that the Portuguese came and they colonized some parts of African continent. Benin Kingdom was part of it. So Portuguese is a descendant of Latin, okay, which was brought to the Iberian Peninsula by Roman soldiers. Now the next one is the Japanese language. Yes, the Japanese language. We see Japanese language in Asian continent. Now, modern Japanese is written in a mixture of three basic scripts, the kanji, the hiragana, and the katakana. Okay, so this Japanese language is being spoken, okay, in Asia continent. Now we have Spanish. Spanish language is a Romance language, and then it originated in the Castile region of Spain. And today, many millions of people are native speakers around the world. So the alphabet uses the Latin script. Okay. Then the next language we want to talk about is the German language. The German language is German is a West Germanic language that is mainly spoken in Central Europe. So German language is an European language, okay? So the German alphabet is an extended version of the Latin alphabet. I think most of the languages come from Latin. Hausa language, of course, in Nigeria here, the northern part of the country and some middle belt, they speak the Hausa language. Hausa has also been written in Ajami, an Arabic alphabet, since the early 17th century, okay? So Hausa is the Chadic language. I want to talk about the Hindi language, okay? Now, the language is an Indo-Aryan language with about 545 million speakers around the world. Hindi is spoken in India and Fiji, okay? So Hindi language, it's in Asian continent. That is where you see this language, the native speakers. Now we have the Arabic language, okay? Now it's more like the Hebrew and Aramaic. So Arabic is the official language in Algeria, Bahrain, Comoros, Chad, Djibouti, Egypt, Eritrea, Iraq, Israel. They speak Arabic. Now, I want to talk about the Russian language. Yes, the Russian language. Oftentimes, when you go there to do some study, you must learn the language. Else, often it might be difficult to communicate. So the Russian language is an East Slavic language and official language in Russia, yeah. Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and some other countries there. Now we have Chinese language. The Chinese language is a group of related, but in many cases mutually unintelligible language varieties, okay, forming a branch of Sino-Tibetan. Now, most times we watch Chinese films and we hear the way they speak. So that's for the Chinese language. Now, the English language, I put it as number one because I think almost every part of the world, there's some form of English that is spoken. Okay, Nigeria here, our official language is English. Okay, so English language, people often talk about English as a global language. It's more like a lingua franca. Now, thank you for listening to this video on races of the world and the major cities around the world. Please ensure to upload your assignment. Be good.